may come to as a surprise, but what the pagans worship is demonic. They worship demons, and they don't really know that they're doing it, most of them. And they don't even know that they're pagans. But they're just following the world system. And the world is in the hands of the evil one, the dragon, Hashatan. You can pick up a little bit more knowledge if you pick up this 365-page book called Fossilized Customs, Amazon.com. And you can also find it at my author's page, Blue White. And the education that you'll receive in here should awaken most people. They do throw it up against the wall a few times, and then they go pick it back up and read a little more, and they throw it 2 or 3 more times and stomp on it. But it'll get you. Yahusha's coming to get you. Who is Yahusha? He's the one that wrote these 10 commandments, the eternal covenant. And this is what his name looks like on that rock. That's a 3,000-year-old image of a stone in Los Lunas, New Mexico. Shlomo sent out many ships early on, and they established colonies, and they were told to write the commandments on their doorposts and on their gates. And he wasn't kidding. He wasn't suggesting it. He was commanding it. And that's why they're in my video. And that's his name right behind me. See it? In Hebrew. That's not Aramaic. That's a foreign language. The script of our captors that you usually see. A lot of things are going to be shocking for people that watch a few of these videos. And they're going to learn a lot if you just pay attention. The new year. What is the new year? Well, you can remain calm because it's not really the new year when the pagans do it. Everything that the world system does is following someone else, not Yahuwah. Not the one that wrote these commandments. Everything he said was inspired by the prophets, by him in the prophets. The translations are where the errors begin to creep in. The babbling lip. Anyway, today we have many, many languages. 2,600 plus languages, maybe. And there's a lot of confusion. In fact, the languages were part of the confusion when it started at Babel because of rebellion. The name of this video is New Year. Nope. There's an image at the beginning of a beautiful picture, but it's depicting a pagan cartoon image of a deity that doesn't really exist. And the pagans actually worship or serve, obey. Everything that they do, they obey the world system, I should say. They're obeying demons. And the evidence is right there in front of you every time you see them celebrating this month, or New Year's for them. They're celebrating and worshiping non-existent demons, cartoon characters. They might as well be honoring a Hindu deity, for all they know, because they even celebrate the name of the month by the name of this character. Storytelling for Everyone.net is where I found this image. And I like the channel. It's telling a lot of truth. It's revealing a lot of pagan things too on that channel. Storytelling for Everyone.net. And they're giving us a glimpse into the cartoon world, in this case, of Roman mythology. Although we look like adults, we follow all the childish patterns of our forefathers who were sun worshippers, meaning they were Nimrod worshippers. The two-faced Roman deity, it's really not a J, it's an I. It's I-A-N-U-S. That's a pagan deity's name. We don't say those things. We don't take their names on our lips, even though they're non-existent. I-A-N-U-S. It gives us the word for the first Roman month They spell it January. I mean, that's the deity that we're attributing to this month. But it's really a non-existent month. It doesn't really start that way because they have nothing to do with the moon at all. Now, this deity was regarded the gatekeeper of time. Imagine that. Sounds like, the TARDIS, doesn't it? And he was the overseer of beginnings, imaginarily. Doors, arches, and endings. And this imaginary being is yet another form of Nimrod, the mighty hunter of Babel. Babel means confusion. The real day does not begin in the middle of the night, but they seem to follow the pattern of darkness. That's what people do in the world. And the real year does not begin at the darkest time of the year. It just doesn't. Yahuah does not change, and his word is the unchanging testimony that we trust in. All other foundations are built on sand, and even now their foundations are crumbling under their feet as the truth is being revealed here in the last days. 2 Timothy 3, verse 16 says this, quote, all writing, they usually translate that as scripture. That's a Latin word for writing. All writing is breathed by Yahuah and profitable for teaching, for reproof, that's correction, for setting straight, for teaching in uprightness, that the man of Yahuah might be fitted, equipped for every good work. That's the way the BYNV reads, if you're interested. That's what it looks like. And you can pick this up, Amazon or Torazone.net or eBay. Anyway, this is important. Understanding that the word of Yahuah is unchanging and it is the solid foundation. Now, what we're seeing around us in the world, none of that's, there's a bunch of Christmas tree hats on pumpkin heads running around teaching people. And I say that affectionately, of course. They're going to change. Every knee will bow and every tongue will confess that Yahusha is Yahuah in the flesh. When is the real New Year? Exodus 12, verse 2 tells us. This is not going to change. Quote, this month is to be the first month of the year to you. It's called Abib, which means grain in Hebrew, and it is the real Tekufa. Tekufa. That's a period of time in the year. It's a Hebrew word. And that's what they think they're doing now at New Year's in the pagan world. Do not trouble yourselves. What the pagans worship are demons. Do not learn their ways. Oops. You already have, haven't you? But you need to come out of her, my people, and set yourself straight. These words that I've used in here, you can learn them easily. They're Hebrew, and they're the inspired words. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next exciting video. Bye.